6 quotes that prove Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Number 6. Peter Parker looks out for everyone. Someone's got to look out for the little guy. Since Maguire's and Garfield's versions didn't have a team of other superheroes to help them save the city, there were a few occasions where they had to prioritize certain crimes and go to the most important ones, which was usually the big villains. However, the problem with this was once the Avengers had defeated these world-threatening villains, they would fade into the shadows. They wouldn't even come out to help with the day-to-day crimes. Holland's Spider-Man was the only one considerate enough to think about the little guy and the dangers they face. Since there are several MCU superheroes based in New York, with some of the Avengers living there, it goes to show everyone what a good and considerate person he is. Number 5. Peter Parker optimism and enthusiasm. Mr. Stark, it smells like a new car in here. Considering the obstacles and dangerous villains some of the MCU heroes have faced over the years, audiences had seen some of their personalities become a lot darker. Therefore, it's no wonder that many fans thought Holland's Spider-Man was so refreshing. There was just something about his cheerfulness and optimism that drew the audience to him. Even though fans had gotten used to all the Stark technology and some of the other great MCU weapons, they did find it quite endearing how Holland's Peter was always amazed by the suits and gadgets given to him. No one will ever forget this enthusiastic response he gave Tony after he tried on his new suit in Infinity War 2018.
Mr. Stark, it smells like a new car in here!
Number 4. Peter Parker realizing the responsibility of being an Avenger. I didn't think that I was going to have to save the world this summer. I know that this makes me sound like a jerk. I had a plan with this girl I really like, and now it's all ruined. The audiences had seen MCU's Peter enthusiastically declare that he had more than what it took to become an Avenger and take on more responsibility. However, by the time Spider-Man Far From Home came around, he had only just begun to realize the responsibility and sacrifices that came with the job. While this was something that had been briefly touched upon in Spider-Man 2, 2004, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, 2014, it had been an undercurrent plot in Far From Home and No Way Home, and produced some interesting character development. By taking Summer away this time, audiences saw Peter debate how many more sacrifices he would have to make and whether he would be able to lead a normal life. Number 3. Peter Parker has strong morals. I'm trying to save you. While both Maguire and Garfield's versions did try their best to do right by the world and did their best to help their enemies, many fans will agree that their morals weren't as strong as Holland's version. No matter how many times he was wronged or double-crossed, Holland's Peter refused to give in to the darkness that was embedded within him. While there were times where he questioned his morals, Holland's version believed that everyone was worthy of a second chance and that these villains could redeem themselves if they wanted to. Based on Spider-Man No Way Home, it was quite clear that the villains did believe Holland's Peter had good intentions and genuinely wanted to save them. Number 2. Peter Parker learns not everyone can be trusted. You can't trick me anymore. One thing that many fans adored about Peter's arc was that how pure-hearted he was. He just wanted to see the best in everyone. The problem is that some people ended up taking advantage of his generosity and exploited it for their gain, which was what Holland's version learned through his brief partnership with Mysterio. It was a hard but necessary lesson for Peter to learn as it exposed him to the harsh and cruel realities that came with life. Since Maguire and Garfield's portrayals barely focused on Peter's experience in high school, the audience couldn't exactly pinpoint the moment they became less naive. However, the viewers can see this was the moment Holland's Peter lost his childlike innocence and became wiser to the world around him and the people in it.
You can't trick me anymore.
Number 1. Peter Parker's selfless sacrifice. So cast a new spell, but make everyone forget who Peter Parker is. Make everyone forget me. It's no secret that Holland's version of the web-slinger ended up going through a hard time in Spider-Man No Way Home, as many of his loved ones were affected by his identity being revealed. Not only did he undergo another major tragedy, but he also lost the only family he had ever known too, as he asked Doctor Strange to make the world forget that Peter Parker ever existed. While there's no doubt that Maguire and Garfield's Peter both had tragic story arcs, many fans will agree that it brought great comfort to see that they weren't alone afterward. However, with Holland's version, he had no one. He practically had to restart his life all over again, otherwise he would have destroyed the world and continued to put his loved ones at risk. There was just something so impactful about this selfless sacrifice that fans can't seem to forget. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.